just wanted to go over a quick list of the things that everybody should have together by now, just to make sure that they're safe, that they're being independent and not going to rely on anybody or the government to take care of them during any kind of crisis. So number one is water. I talked about water being the single most important thing because basically humans can only live for 3 days without water and you're dead. So obviously water is the most important thing. You can live without food for a month, even longer, but you cannot live without water for 3 days. So if there was some kind of incident, whatever that might be, and the water source was cut off in your city, your town, your home, are you prepared? And if you are prepared, how much are you prepared? Do you have an extra bottle of water, or do you actually have enough water to take care of your needs for a while? Because I think at this point you should have enough water to take care of yourself for at least 2 weeks, and then also have a plan going where you could get to a water source that was independent, so that you wouldn't have to rely on the government giving you water or anybody giving you water, if that was even able, if there were even able people to help. And either way, you want to take care of your water needs first, number one. I'll leave some links. I don't work for any of these people, but Alex Jones really recommends Ecolo Blue. It seems like an amazing thing. I have a water source in my land, so I plan on going to my land when I leave the city. But let's move on to number two, because we got the water thing as being the number one most important, okay? Above everything else. I'm not talking about washing hair or brushing teeth. I'm talking about having water to live as a human being. Cannot put enough importance on that. Okay, number two, food. By now, I hope you have a closet full of food, at least. Canned goods and other things that can be kept for a while and hold up. But besides canned food, you need to actually also have a plan in place to grow your own food, because you have to have that ability to get green, fresh food, and you don't want to wait to the last minute. And there's so many great gardening YouTube videos, because I've been learning, slowly learning, and because I am anything but a green thumb, I'm a black thumb. Okay, getting back to the food. So by now, you should have a closet full of food, enough to keep you at least a month. And if you have any money in the bank and you don't have food, then all I can say is it's completely foolish, because even though I'm going to recommend buying gold, and I do recommend that instead of dollars, I highly recommend buying food and a water source and water preparation over and above anything else. So if you have any money at all and you don't have food and water figured out for your survival needs, then you need to get really clear about what's important and take care of your basic needs, water and food. Okay, let's move on to land. I live here in Southern California, so I'm in a condo, but I did make provisions to buy into some land with friends. So I highly recommend that, you know, and it's dirt cheap. I'm getting it for a couple $1,000s. I'm not a rich person, and we're rich in so many ways, but aren't we all? So, but for those of you on a limited budget, there is raw land available that's not expensive, that you can put a cabin on if need be. And if you can look for one that has a water source, golden, golden. So let's just go there. You need a piece of land, and you need land also so you can grow food, and so you can have animals, and so that you can have more than just you and your family there, because groups is going to be what is the preferred method of living, small groups. Guns. Okay, I know everybody's got a little bean up their butt about the gun thing, and I'm not into hunting either or anything like that. I was a vegetarian for the last 10 years. Either way, as an American, I think it's our duty as an American to have guns right now. That's the difference between a free country and a not free country. So if people think that it's okay, I mean, to take away the guns from all the normal people, that you can protect yourself with a gun, because all the people that break the law are going to have the guns, and they're not going to care about turning in their guns or doing anything that the, you know, administration wants us to do concerning guns. And so you know, what's going to happen is there's going to be all the crooked thieves and, you know, killers and all the bad people that have the guns, and then all the good people are going to listen to the law and give in their guns or submit to gun control, when the fact is we need the good people to have guns to help protect the good people. And that's just a basic history lesson we should have learned, and why they put it in the Constitution to begin with. So I'm not going to debate it. It's there for a reason. Support it. Please buy a gun now before it's too late, and stand up and be an American if we need you to. 5, energy source. You're going to need to figure out an energy source just in case. Now there's great options. There's solar, there's wind, there's gosh, I don't know, I can't come up, well, methane. My neighbor owns a bunch of cows, and yeah, they taxed him $100 per cow methane tax. Isn't that amazing? Yeah, so what he did was he turned around and he harnessed his manure and the methane that comes off the manure, and now he's running his whole farm off of that. So there are alternative methods. You can find so many people on YouTube that already are doing these things that can instruct you in how to do them cheaply. It's just a matter of looking into them. And please, what I'm saying is, get that in order. Don't wait anymore. We're not in the waiting stage anymore. We should be at a certain level of preparedness, and that's why I'm going over this guideline, so we're all on the same page. Okay, number 6, medical needs. I am far short in this department myself, but we have to have basic medical needs, and I know that some people have done some great videos on how to stitch up stitches and things like that, things that I would never know. But if you don't have a nurse or a doctor and you're some kind of horrible situation and you need to stitch somebody up, this will show you how to do it. I wouldn't recommend taking it, you know, on the road and moonlighting it as your second job or anything, but if you're in a disaster situation and that's all you have, then I would watch a few YouTube videos on it and get the necessary small items just in case medical things. Let's face it, you're not going to be able to do brain surgery, but there are some things you can do. Okay, number 7, garden. I kind of covered this already in the food department, but it deserves its own mention. Gardens are just imperative. You need to start a garden now. I am living in the city and I have a porch with no light really, even though California has a lot of light. I don't have the space, and I have to bring in fake light, and I'm going to start growing vegetables here, you know, to get used to it, to get a hang of it, so that if I ever have to do it, I'm not stuck going, oh, okay, now I have to figure out how to do it, and I've never had any practice, and besides, it's going to take me at least 4 months for anything to grow that I can eat. So, obviously, if you have land already, start growing gardens, you know. Patriot gardens is what they're calling them. I call them good sense gardens. Not only is it wonderful, I'm having such a great time, like playing in the, here's my little garden I've got going here. I've started, it's all organic soil, and I'm starting peppers and that kind of stuff, and I'm just starting to learn how to grow because I'm just not good at it. So I highly advise you to do the same. And there's an amazing couple sites on YouTube that I love. One of them is GardenGirlTV. She's just great at gardening tips, indoor and outdoor, and I'm a big fan